Welcome, my dear students. Today I am going to discuss key concept in value-added tax. So this will help you to understand the value-added tax basic fundamental and get a clear picture on value-added tax, because most students requested to have basic understanding on value-added tax to have a video. So I decided to do this video which may be helpful for those students. Without further ado, we'll start. So VAT, its word itself telling the value added tax. So if you are doing a business, right, you do purchases. So when company purchase, so and then let's say company manufacturing some article goods, right, then you have to purchase raw material. So when you purchase raw material, we need to do some process, the business process. So then this is where the value addition comes, right? Then you process those raw material, I would say value addition. Then finally it goes to sale part. What is sales, right? Purchases and sales. Then what is your finished goods, right? Finished goods you are selling. Then you purchase raw material and then doing the value addition and added some margin and you decided the sale price. So here let's say you are taking raw material in a business, we call it as these are your raw material, these are your inputs. So if you take here, let's say raw material in the sense inputs, and this is the process and this is the output, right? This is the output. So input, process, output. You can see the business process, right? Input, process, output. Input raw material and processing and output. So then we'll apply the value added tax onto it, right? So let's say you are inputting 100,000 worth of raw material, company doing the value addition, right? 80 plus with the profit margin, let's say you added the value addition also 100, and company decided to sell this one to 200, right? Then you purchase raw material 100 worth of raw material and you did as a manufacturer you did value addition 100, and then you are going to sell this one to 200. So assume that you are registered value added tax, right? You are registered for value added tax, and then when you are purchasing you will get tax invoice. Then the invoice value will include VAT, that is 18%, then 100 into 18%, 18. Then you will get an invoice with 118. When you are selling also you have to charge VAT, because as a company you are a VAT registered person. Then you are required to charge VAT on sales, right? Then 236 is your sales, right? Then this sales, what you going to do is when you are making the sales you issue the invoice with VAT and collect VAT. Then there is double entry. If you wanted to have a really understanding how double entry goes, then these two transaction, I would say This is the purchase value. Purchase value. This is the sales value, right? This is total consideration. This is the total consideration on sale. So I would say this is the first transaction you made in this process. Right, this is the first transaction and this is the second transaction. The first transaction, how double entry goes? First transaction, then you pay cash, right? Then you pay cash, or you can consider as a data as well, cash credit. How much? 118. And you debit what? Purchases of raw material. You will debit how much? 100. Then the VAT, how much you paid? It goes to VAT control account. Control account, debit 18. Right? VAT control account, debit 18. Then you have to pay 118 in total, but you will record as expenses or cost of sale as purchases, right? 100, and the VAT balance goes to 18, goes to VAT control account. So then let's come to transaction 2, when you are making sales. So then you will get cash, debit your bank account or cash 236, and then you will record revenue or a sale, right? Sales credit 200, and you will recognize VAT because you collect from the customer and you need to pay that amount to the Inland Revenue Department, right? So this is VAT payable or VAT control account, right? VAT control account 36, right? If I draw VAT control account, you can see, right here, let's say VAT control account, then VAT control account debit, so credit 36 under transaction 2, and debit under transaction 1 18. Then the net payable to the Inland Revenue Department 36, then 18, that is the 18 as per the VAT control account. This is the same thing we record in the VAT return. So if I'm going to do a VAT account, VAT return here, if we create a VAT return or the VAT computation, usually we do the same thing. So under the VAT return, so you will record sales 200, 18%, 36. This is, we call it as output tax, and then you can deduct purchases. This is 100 into 18%, 18. Then the balance is payable to the Inland Revenue Department 18. This is called VAT payable or refund due. This is called VAT payable or refund due. In this case we are having VAT payable, right? In this case we are having VAT payable. This is the basic way of doing the VAT computation, right? Whatever the purchases you made, you can take the credit if you are purchasing with VAT registered person. So if you are not purchasing with VAT registered person, different scenarios come into play. I will discuss that one very shortly. So hope this is clear to everyone. This is the part 1 of the video. Second part, I will discuss the few different scenario when you are purchasing item from VAT registered person and selling to a VAT registered person. This is the first scenario as we discuss here. And then if you are purchasing non-VAT registered person and if you are selling to a non-VAT registered person, how to record revenue and VAT, right? All these scenarios we'll discuss one by one, and then you can watch the second part of the video to get the more complex. Step by step I'm bringing your knowledge and building your knowledge to that level to have a broader understanding of VAT, having the basic understanding first, right? Then if this is not clear, pause this video and again watch it and again, then you will get this concept. Otherwise you can put a comment on the description where I can explain more with the description as a responding to that, or I can bring another elaborative way to explain this scenario. Hope this is really easy way which I can explain. This should be able to understand to everyone. If it is further not clear, then please leave a comment. If this is very useful, also comment to this video and share with your friends as well.